Mama.
I cried a lot, and I like prayed a lot. But I didn't pray like, oh God, I was talking to God like real, like, man, I'm so mad, like, how would you let this happen? And I would be crying, like I locked myself in my room, focusing, like my days were like almost like this wasn't even my life, like I was living somebody else's life. I would get up and just be doing something else, like almost like this not real. But I would pray when I get sad, and I would breathe. I had this little breathing thing that we got like from the hospital years ago when Adolph was in the hospital, and I would breathe because I needed to breathe. Like it's these balls that you blow up or whatever, like it's this thing, I'll have to show it to y'all, but I would use that often because I needed to breathe. Like I felt like I didn't want to think too much. I just wanted to think about that one thing, and I needed to breathe. And so I wasn't really able to be there for the kids like that. I had a support system. My mother was there for me. Because Trey, didn't you tell Mama D, like, Mommy, all she does is work in the first beginning? I think you told her that. She told me.
I did get mad at some point because, like, technically, like, I would always, like, try to do something, but every time I would, like, want to do something, I would, like, go see, like, one of my friends or something, and I would be, like, really bored, and I was hungry, I would ask for you, but then, like, you would be, like, but then, like, the thing is, so, like, you would be working, and sometimes, like, when you work a little too much, I would get a little upset, but then, I remember when you told me about when Dad said that, that you have to stop working too much because then me and Arya, we will get a little mad, and then we're not gonna wanna do something. But I forgot all of it.
Basically, when Adolph was alive, he didn't like me to work too much because he was like, your responsibility is making sure the kids are well. And so when he was here, I was able to do that. But when he was gone, I just was all imbalanced, 1,000% imbalanced. And so when my mom told me, like, I went off, like, because I wasn't really, I was like, let them know, like, I don't mean to it. I don't have that, like, I just kind of went off. But then it resonated, and I was glad she did, and I apologized to her because she wasn't doing nothing wrong. She was just kind of like being balanced. But I went to Trey and I was like, I'm sorry, like, Mama D here to help me. I just don't really have it. I didn't have it to give. So I tell people, like, yeah, it probably be looking like I was so strong in a certain time, but I was not. Like, they were like, I can't be there for my babies, and I'd be like, I get it. But once I apologized to him, I just told him, like, give me a little bit of time to get it together. And he did. Trey did. Arya did. But I still embraced them to, like, they would come in and just be like, Mommy, give me a hug, give me a kiss, different stuff like that. And I embraced them because it just felt good to let them in my world and give me love. So I would say that's the one thing. Find something to do, and don't try to be superhero. Don't try to be super mom. You probably don't have the energy or the you don't have it to give. You can't pour into something when you're depleted, right? Don't feel bad. Like, it is what it is. Just try to lean in on the people that that is there for you. Lean in on them. Let them know that you need them right now. Communicate. Wait a second, Trey. Communicate to them, and then do your very best. Don't beat yourself up. This ain't the time to beat yourself up. It's not your time to be like, well, Mia looked like she don't look. Mia was going through hell and high water, okay? And as much as people say, like, you just do it so great, like, listen, I don't even know how I got through my hardest times, but that's it. And I journaled too. I journaled a lot, and I journaled in the form of a prayer. So whatever I wanted to say, I literally journaled, like, God, I can't believe you did this to me, like, whatever. I just want to be feeling better, like, whatever it was. And I wasn't disrespectful to him because I got respect for Big G. But I definitely let him know how I felt. And now when I go back and look at my prayer book and everything I wrote down, that's why I be telling people, like, listen, I prayed for this. I wrote it down. Like, I can't remember a lot, but I can read what I wrote,
Be
so
sure to like, and share, and
just
subscribe.
Give yourself just a moment at a time. Like, this is not, life is about to be forever different. And my heart just extends to anybody experiencing that, because I know it's not easy. It's the boldest thing ever. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. And I gotta I don't got too many enemies, but I got somebody in mind. But I wouldn't even wish it on her. I would not wish this on nobody, because it's so permanent. It's so messed up. It ain't fair. What you want to say, Trey?
So technically, all I want to say is that, like, I've been through, like, really, really hard times. But, in 2022...
Come up some, baby, so they can hear you.
In 2022, like, it was, like, a couple
Come
of
up
months...
some.
It was a couple of months after my dad passed. And then, like, there's 2 other people passing away. Like, for me, like, I'm really, really harsh, and like I'm like really, really emotional sometimes. So then, like, having 3 people all passing away in almost less than a year, that would be like really emotional, because like at the time I was like 7 and 8. But like the crazy thing is that, like, I'm always trying to push through it, and the one thing that I will remind myself is this. Like, before my dad passed away, the one thing he really wanted me to do was be smart, pay attention, and he would always want me to do something that I would love. So every time I play something or do something that I really love, I always remember of my dad. So then once I remember of him, I'm like, it's go time. I try my hardest. I represent my family. I represent my name, Adolph Robert Thornton.
Okay,
so that I'm always trying to do my hardest. So then, like, now that I'm like starting the KOM collection, I'm going really, really hard, and I'm trying my hardest to make everybody like it, because like me personally, like as a young designer, it's really hard to think of stuff. And when you think about it, the only stuff that me and Arya can really think of is probably like stuff that kids like. But like the thing about it is that, like, I'm really trying to do my hardest, so that when I'm trying to make this ugly Christmas sweater that's probably gonna be coming up,
we missed the Christmas day alarm, boo boo. I'm sorry.
I know.
Y'all, okay.
Well, technically, like, I'm supposed to make a Christmas sweater, but I might just wait until it's Christmas of 2024. But then, like, I'm probably not gonna be able to do it for New Year's either. But one thing is that one day when I'm able to be like older, and like I'm probably like 28, I'm gonna try my hardest, and I'm gonna try to do something that my dad would be really proud of.
Yeah. And y'all, it's so crazy. This is the thing where I be telling people it was nothing but God, because I didn't have listen, if you followed me before, listen, anything I did, it was mommy, I did stuff, it was just like passion, purpose, hobbyish. Then God gave me this, and he didn't just give it to me, he gave it to my children, me and my children as well. Like, we all partake in this. It's like, and it's not an ego. It's not like, oh, this mine's, or oh, this ours, or it's like, it's something that God gave us just that we can pour our hearts into, since our heart was broken. And so, yeah. And my son, my kids, the way they be talking, it be really just like making me proud. Here, let her come in. It be making me so proud, man. And it's like he's working. God has been sustaining all of us. Like, I don't know, we all just kind of learning and navigating all of this hurt, and just using what we have that's left, And so, I don't know, anybody that's going through it, I just say, listen, like, just try your hardest. Don't look for people. Can't no person fix you, nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just lean in and look at what you have, lean in on that, lean in on your kids, your family, the people that's there for you. And just try to create purpose out of that hurt. You know what I'm saying? Something you can do for them. Like the person that you lost. Figure something out. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like me, I didn't figure it. Like, it just came in my lap. It came before losing Dolph through my brother. And that's why I always say, it's got to be God. It's got to be God. I couldn't have prepared for this if I had a brain to do it. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have known. But it was nothing but God. And he's helping me and my children get through this. And I'm just thankful. So for anybody that's going through this, I would say share this live. I'm going to repost it. But anybody that you know that has lost a loved one, man, just let them know this is my greatest advice for that beginning period. So thank y'all for coming on. We about to go. Just wanted to come on real quick to just spread some love. And yeah, God bless all of y'all. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There go Aria. She got out of her little class. But yeah, okay then, y'all. I really don't want a cookie right now, but yeah, love y'all. Take care. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being on this journey with us, and take care.
Thanks for tuning in to Newborn Arrival.